All right, boys. What a day it was. Well, we're back out of the rough podcast.
What a fucking day.
Yeah, Sunday at the Masters, man.
Dreams come true.
Yep, it was a big day for golf today.
It's fucking awesome.
But
it was tense. My blood was boiling the whole time. I know yours was.
Yeah, I was on the edge of my seat for hours.
Yeah, well, before we get too deep into the Masters and everything that is the awesomeness of the Masters, we got a couple corrections and afterthoughts from our pre-Masters podcast that I'd like to go over. Maybe a little segment we're going to call Lift, Clean, and Place whenever we might spew out some facts that might not necessarily be correct.
It's gonna
but
happen.
At the time we
It
thought
happens.
they were.
It happens.
Yeah, it definitely happens. So
It's a chance for you to pick up that comment, clean it off, and put it back down there.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's
if there's a trend to be said, it's, just don't let shit fly, If you said something wrong, own up to it. Like, this is a place based on reality and facts.
yeah, and we're gonna do our best to try to do this. Anytime we may have said something incorrect, or we'll try to fix it the best we can.
Oh.
That's all good. But
There's
yeah,
always something. I hit the stand last time, and now I have notifications going off on my laptop. It was letting me know that it was tax day, though, guys. So just so you guys know, tax day.
okay.
What
So
taxes he-
first order of business on the Lift, Clean, and Place. Last during the pre-Masters podcast, we were talking about Jordan and what he shot last year, and if he got the course record or not. Turns out he didn't get the course record. He didn't tie the course record in 2008. He shot a 8 under, which is one shy of the course record, which is a 9 under held by Nick Price and Greg Norman, which would be a 63 at Augusta.
A hell of a round that was outdone 3 times in the same day this week.
Yeah,
Right.
but we'll get into all that. He did have a chance to shoot the course record. I think that's what we were, kind of alluding to the last podcast and whatnot.
That was wrong.
Yeah, he had a chance to. If he would have shot birdie on 18, it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been
a
the
minus
62,
10,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would have had the record. But and then I'm gonna also clarify. I made a Jason Day comment. I said fuck Jason Day, and
Did.
and I just wanted to clarify why I said that. It really just boils down to Andrew and I were
Personal.
in a Survivor League, and the week Jason Day withdrew, I had picked him in our Survivor League, and he kind of boned me out of my $200, and I thought I was going all the way in that Survivor League. I was like,
We always do.
gotta pick someone to make the cut. Easy, dude. I've got this. No big deal. Easy to pick someone to make the cut. Turns out someone might withdraw. But yeah, I
Why
don't
did
really
he
hate Jason Day. He's a great golfer.
Forget
I dislike him at times, but I don't have any hate for the guy. So I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah, it just sucked that he withdrew after like a few holes rather than beforehand.
Yeah.
And we don't have to get too deep into past stuff, but
Yeah,
that
I
was
just wanted to
shady.
clarify that so the people out there didn't think I was just talking mad shit about Jason Day. I don't really hate the guy.
There's plenty of stuff to talk about eventually, but
Yeah,
Yeah, dude,
that
it's cool. I
just
don't like
flagrant
Dustin
thing-
Johnson. He screwed me out of $50. I still don't like the guy. Years ago. Great golfer, but he's an asshole.
And we also were talking about, people who had won the Masters on their first showing, and we thought it was just one fellow. But it turns out that there's been 3 people to win the Masters on their first showing. It was 2 of them were during the first Masters and the second Masters, one in 34 and one in 35. So Horton Smith was the guy who won in 34, and Gene Sarazen in 35.
Shout it out, Sarazen.
Yeah, Saracen. That was the Masters. He hit the shot heard around the world when he albatrossed.
Jimmy, have you heard about that shot?
Nope.
He albatross
I
15.
may have, but it's not something that comes straight to my head.
He albatross 15, driver off the deck in 1935.
Really? He was using a wooden mallet? That's
a wooden
impressive.
stick.
I mean, it definitely had
That's
screws on his
impressive.
face.
But yeah, so those were
That's pretty sweet.
those are kind of pushed aside
long
because
was
it was
it?
the first and second
Like
Masters.
240 or something in, like 250 maybe.
Yeah, how long
I have
was the
no
whole?
idea.
Oh, yeah. That'd be
It's
cool.
15, so I mean, it wasn't as long as it is now, probably, but
That's what, yeah.
that's one of the sickest holes on at Augusta.
No, it's badass. I'm not.
And he went on to
undercutting
win.
him. I'm just curious.
Yeah, so
Well,
those
back
guys,
then,
those
what
were the
was
first
it?
two
You know?
Masters. So it's kind of like, of course, it's going to be your first showing there. But and then the only other guy is Fuzzy Zeller in 1979, who won the Masters on his first appearance.
It's not bad.
Then we were also talking about the U.S. Open and who's won the U.S. Open 3 times in a row. Going back to like Brooks could do that this year, and we were talking about it. And Willie Anderson won the U.S. Open 3 times in a row in 1903 to 1905. So that's a pretty gnarly feat right there.
Let's see if Brooks can match it. Yo, but quick, like 1935 when Gene Sarazen won that, how much do you think he got in prize money when he won the Masters in
What
1935?
did he get? Like $700?
Yeah, like $1,000 or $3,000 or something. I don't know.
Interesting, you said $1,000 or $3,000. Half of that, $1,500, is how much he won.
Really?
Yeah, 1935.
Damn.
It's not like inflation like makes that like as much as it is now.
What
like,
was the purse? Now? What was it?
Oh, like winning the Masters now?
Yeah. What
Like
I didn't
close
even
to
see
like
that.
over 2 million, I think.
is it really?
I can look
wonderful.
that up though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
While you're doing that, another lift, clean, and place item or
Where'd we
subject.
fuck
Well, I picked Corey Connors for low rookie when we were
Oh,
doing that
that's
stuff.
right.
Turns out he
Uh-huh.
isn't a rookie. He had played at the Masters when he was an amateur, so that's kind of out the window for me. But yeah, I wanted to correct that. And then,
Boy Hovland.
yeah, he took him.
Low AM,
as-
not low
yeah,
rookie.
right.
Harding was low
no,
rookie.
I was still holding on.
Sorry,
to it.
by 2 million I meant 2 million goes to the winner of the Masters. They don't say what the entire purse is, but just by like
It's probably around 9 or 10.
just
mil.
to kind of provide some context, the players purse is the largest purse I think in the PGA Tour, and it's 12.5 million. So
And then the
We'll call it
final
a smooth 11.
the final order of business on lift, clean, and place is Tiger's USAM win in '96 was at Pumpkin Ridge and not TPC Sawgrass.
yeah, Sawgrass happened in '94, so I fucked that one up.
Yep. Well, it happens. That was the first pod. We're gonna
Unacceptable.
we're gonna get better and better at this, and hopefully have less times we need to lift, clean, and place. But
I mean, if it means we're not going to go out there and take some shots, though, that's the issue.
Took some
I'm
shots
okay with
today.
being wrong as long as we atone for it the next time around.
yeah, that's all you can really ask for. But yeah, that'll end the little lift, clean, and place segment, and we can get into fucking the Masters and everything we got to say about that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
unfucking believable is what we kept repeating today. Over and over. Just look. Oh, are you fucking kidding?
Well, I think it's safe to say that if you're starting a podcast and you're starting a podcast for golf,
Great timing.
and if you're trying to start a podcast before something incredible happens and you want a big bang, like this is the biggest bang
Fucking
golf has ever
dynamite. It's
experienced. Ever.
dynamite. It's the implosion.
Yeah, it was a great day for golf, and people loved it.
People loved it. People really.
You're not going to
loved
be able to
it.
get through this without addressing it.
You're gonna have to.
I mean, I'm happy for the game of golf for sure, and I've never. Okay, I'll just get the take out there right now. So
It'll just be weird if you go on long enough without explaining it. So, like, it's just good to do it now just so people can go forward just, like, understanding, like, okay, I get where he's coming from. Like, because if we went through it normally, just you trying to be coy and, like, dancing around it, like, people would be like, why does he keep saying, like, it's a great thing for golf? And let's just get it
well,
out in
it's
the
a
air.
great thing for
Push it
Tiger
out
too,
there.
of course. He's a legend in the game, and
It's a legend.
he's just not my favorite golfer like the majority of the golf people out there, and I have my reasons for it, and it mostly has to do with the way the media treats Tiger, how every single shot is of Tiger on the driving range, or all they're talking about is Tiger does this, Tiger does that, and there's other people on the golf course, and
it's not doing very much favor and kind of setting the stage for when Tiger leaves the game if they don't keep propping up other guys as well, you know?
And I get it. He moves the needle, and that's why everybody, is doing what they're doing. I understand why they do it. It just is annoying to me, and it makes me have a bad taste in my mouth towards Tiger because I just get overwhelmed. Not even overwhelmed, I just get sick of it, And I'm sure for huge Tiger fans, like, they don't mind it, just like
Nope.
I don't really
Not at all.
mind, like, whenever Ricky's in every commercial and stuff like that. Like, I understand it, like, I get it, but it's annoying to me. But I'm not trying to take away from today. Like, he absolutely crushed it all week, and brought it home Sunday and played excellent golf to do so. And he overcame tons of adversity to get back where he is right now.
Yeah. Okay. So we got that out of the way.
Yeah,
and I think that's good. I think it's better going forward that people kind of understand where you're coming from, and that we don't have to dance around it. Because I'm fucking hyped. Like this is the greatest result we could ever have asked for, and
Oh yeah.
I'm fucking thrilled. This is the greatest victory that I've personally ever seen in my life. I remember watching him win the Masters in 2005. The last time
not
he did
just
it.
golf either.
Yeah,
Like you said,
it's
it's a journey for him. It's not just a couple of rounds on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is 20 years of hell.
And I can only speak for myself, right? I can only
heaven
speak for like how it affects
great
me and like what I've seen. And I'm not a sports historian. I'm not the biggest, team sports fan or watch a bunch of anything else, but it's really hard for me to believe that someone has gone through what he's gone through and is in a sport where you can compete as an older person versus the younger generation and meet their levels and
Whoop
do
that
it.
ass.
And fuck, man,
Yeah.
is that not the most inspirational, impressive thing you fucking ever seen in your days?
It is. It is. And so we'll start with him. I want to do something. I want to work our way down this leaderboard and just put out some memories if you got them of their rounds. Obviously, Tiger off the top.
The long birdie on Saturday.
And going from making no putts inside of fucking 20 feet to all of a sudden on what was that Saturday he didn't miss a single one inside of 10.
Yeah, I mean he completely turned it around.
Yeah,
I think over time he was just slowly cleaning up and shaking off the cobwebs on different parts of his game, and you could just see him slowly figuring things out.
Yeah,
and I think everybody was like, you start like.
But he was just on it. That feeling too, like we were talking about the old, the early 2000s days when he would come through that back nine and you were like, oh shit.
But this was a different Tiger too. Like
there was a little falter.
Well, I mean,
he had some people around him.
I mean, he just played smart golf the entire week. Like he said, he plotted his way around the golf course. He just didn't go after it. He just played his game and played,
Yeah,
I think 18's a testament to that too. Where he just, he knew what he needed to get. He wasn't trying to go too crazy.
I mean, was it not the
there.
most awkward way to play 18 I've ever seen?
It was. It was slow and just like, I'll get a bogey.
Well, I mean, that approach shot, like, when he flew it way right, like, that was...
Yeah, like
that couldn't have been intentional like that bad.
There's no way.
But, I mean, he did, like you said, he knew what he had to make, and...
And he was playing for that. He was playing for a number.
He wasn't taking chances on it, that's for sure.
He was taking the most... high probable way of him getting a bogey there.
Yeah.
That was what he was trying to do after his drive.
Yep.
But this is what I meant by saying that this is a different Tiger is that Tiger has never won a major from behind. Every single of his
he's always
14 majors before that, he was leading after 54 holes. So this was the first time he came back from behind. Granted, like he finished even with what Molinari started the final round with, but it doesn't change that, like, he went out there and he went under par on the last day and he put up a number and he won. But it shows that he's a different player than he was. He may not be as good as he was, but he's able to at least do something that he didn't before.
Oh yeah.
That being said, he was so good that it was rare for him to be trailing in a major, and there was a reason he was trailing is because there was something off. But
Yeah.
yeah, but we'll do what you said. Let's go down the leaderboard. The guy who is not talked about.
I got a couple things that we can I've jotted down from just like a few days ago, or like
From
the beginning
earlier,
of the rounds,
Thursday,
like
Friday.
Thursday and Friday.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah, we
like
can
that.
breeze through those.
Instead of like
Yeah.
jumping right into Sunday and like
Oh yeah.
you
Yeah,
know what
sure.
I'm saying? So first thing I want to bring up is just the Thursday and Friday, early broadcasts that's presented by the Masters on the Masters app and everything like that.
I'll say it. It was shit.
Well, first off, my first note I made is there was no Ricky and Rory featured group, and the main reason I say that is Rory was the betting favorite or the favorite going into it, and he wasn't.
And he was
shown.
going for the slam, and it was the first day,
And
so he hadn't
wasn't
even collapsed
They
yet.
didn't even show that featured group. They also only had 2 featured groups. I mean, they didn't, but they had less than the normal PGA Tour Live. So, I just think they should do a better job with the featured groups and get the people that
Cool
need to
tech.
be shown, especially like
Live golf was tough to come by for the first 2 days.
yeah.
Live golf was tough to come by.
And then speaking of that, I have the shot-by-shot tracker. They made it like Instagram stories if you're looking at it on your phone.
I like the setup of it.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
an
the-
awesome idea.
Yeah.
You'd press their name like
I want it
on an
live,
Instagram
too.
story or something, and then it would play their shots if they had already loaded. It's an awesome idea. It just took too long for the shots to get up there.
Okay.
So if you're concerned about live,
I want to jump in here.
go ahead.
Yeah. What do you
Okay,
got?
so just having a background in just production and video and logistics and everything that go on with something like this, I don't even know to this scale or this magnitude, but this is the most impressive thing I've ever seen with golf and technology and broadcasting and getting stuff out there and content to people.
No, it was
This is
awesome.
the biggest feat accomplished by any organization to get users seeing golf shots.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like, can we accept for a moment
But
that
at the
you
same
can see
time,
every
I wanna
single
see-
shot that
Yeah,
was shot at the
you can.
Masters?
No, can,
that's
but I wanna see
absolutely
it
awesome, and I'm not
live.
disparaging that at all.
No, it was
I just
great.
think that they could, for the people that are trying to watch like a broadcast
now.
esque live thing, and they're only showing subpar featured groups. Like,
Yeah, the featured groups and their live coverage was lacking very much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
split
and
that
I'm
shit
not-
up like
I'm not-
like Red Zone does, and have
I'm not disparaging. I think
6
that the
different
shot by
screens.
shot thing is awesome.
Cameras
Like,
going.
I'm not disparaging that at all. I'm just saying like it's hard. Like, you can absolutely go and check and see what their scores are and watch the shots, but you're watching it at a delay. And if you're trying to pay attention to watch live golf, it's not the easiest. It's not that it's not easy, but it's not live.
Yeah. But think of all the times in the past where you're watching a tournament and you're like, man, I really would have just liked to see Rick do that fucking back 9 run where he made 5 birdies in a row at, TPC Sawgrass, but they didn't show it on the broadcast. Like, you can do that at the Masters now.
Yeah, no.
Like, you
I'm,
can
I'm
do
not
that.
Saying, I'm not saying that's bad. I want both.
Yeah.
I want.
I get it.
NFL Red
Let's
Zone
give it
type.
let's give
I
it
want
time,
6
guys.
cameras
Let's
going
give it
at
time.
once.
This is
And-
fantastic
No,
progress.
it is. But I want it live also. Just putting it out there. If anybody's listening that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, I just
Make it
I kind of
live
wish.
also.
I'm sure there's logistics behind it with ESPN and CBS and stuff like that, where they, may not necessarily be able to show a live broadcast esque
and certain
vibe,
certain.
on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean,
morning
we
or
have no
Friday
idea what the
morning.
contracts
footage.
say.
No, we don't. But I think it should happen.
I mean, it would be better for golf fans if it did. I'll just say that I love the track feature. I love being able to see every shot that I want to, whenever I want to, once they're done. And I love that for a guy who worked throughout the day and would come out of meetings and get back to my computer, I could just catch up with everything. I was watching every shot of Jordan. I was watching every shot of Rory, no matter what, even if they were in a featured group. And on top of all of that, I didn't watch a damn commercial Thursday or Friday.
Yeah,
Not a fucking single commercial
that's a nice
through
bit.
the Masters app. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is
That
awesome.
is a nice bit.
Um,
Thank you, IBM.
something that me and Kid were talking about, just to touch one more time on the broadcast side of things, and then we don't have to go back into the broadcast. But for avid golf fans or people that like watch tournaments week in, week out, just for the Masters or for the majors, if they did a sort of like pay-per-view type vibe, you pay $100 or $200 to watch a live broadcast. You pay the Masters, you watch it through the Masters app or masters.com or whatever you want to do, and you get commercial-free live broadcast presented by the Masters, and you paid them $200 or whatever they think is a fair price, and they can continue to do their deals with ESPN and CBS, and they can work a deal out,
because it won't even cut into the casual fan. It's only for the hardcore fan. So there's still CBS and all those people that are getting the casual fan will still get them because the casual fans are going to spend $100, $200 to watch pay-per-view for a week.
They can get a percentage of the pay-per-view as well, however they want to work it out.
Agreed, yeah.
But I think that would be an awesome
Not
move,
a bad idea.
Because I would 100% pay
pay for
$100 or $200 for
the Masters,
4 days
for the
or
majors.
even for
And
majors.
you wouldn't even have to do it
majors,
alone
yeah.
if you live with roommates. You have anyone that live with you. It's just one house. Like
Yeah.
you just pay for pay-per-view,
Yeah.
and you and friends have it for the entire week.
Yeah.
Like that'd be sick.
I think that would be a good idea. Especially, it would totally eliminate, my complaints about the coverage. Like we had three mornings of Hao Tong Lee in featured groups.
Yeah, we did.
Like-
the first day wasn't bad.
And nothing against Hao Tong Lee. He's a fucking baller golfer.
Thursday he played good.
But, I would rather see Rory McIlroy maybe, or, some more upper echelon, bigger names.
I mean, there was
Or people
plenty of people that have had a history at Augusta that there were storylines going into it that they weren't covering with featured groups.
Yeah.
So there's room for improvement. I'm super stoked with this year's Masters as far as
absolutely.
And I have plenty of reasons for feeling like there's room for growth and improvement, but I'm not going to sit around and be a stick in the mud and be like, gosh, this things could be better here and there. Like the Masters have been always the kind of the people in the forefront of improving golf broadcasting and just kind of they're setting the standard for how tournaments should be. Like the premises not having cell phones and just the way they handle things there with the concessions being cheap and everyone just being just cordial and nice. And I mean, besides the security guards slide tackling people, but I mean, besides that one rogue agent, they seem to have a great staff there.
He was a dickhead.
He was trying to protect him, but he ended up hurting him.
Yeah.
I did my best.
So I'll keep going down my little list here just to wrap it up. Well, not wrap it up. I got a lot of other lists, but for like Thursday, a really cool thing that happened on Thursday. The entire group of Bryson, DJ, and J-Day birdied on 16, and Bryson almost had a hole-in-one, but they all fucking put it super fucking close.
A bit of foreshadowing on the almost birdieing or almost holing out an ace on 16.
And at that same time,
happy.
we found out that Bryson had never had a hole-in-one, in his life before.
And then he does it today.
On Sunday he ends up hole-in-oneing 16 the same hole, and the one on Thursday was literally like a ball away from going.
I'm also
which is a
confused.
much harder pin placement.
How do you not
too.
have a hole-in-one as a professional golfer? I mean, I get
It's tough.
it just happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, it just. I mean,
The odds are
99% of
yeah,
the
the
time,
odds
it
aren't
just
in your
kinda
favor,
happens.
but I
mean,
don't
you
know.
would
I don't know.
think
About,
that he hit so many shots that were just dingers. Like,
yeah,
right
I don't know
on.
about this for sure, but from the little bits of interviews I've heard from him, like he focuses a lot about training on the range and the chipping green and the putting green and stuff like that. He doesn't go out and play a ton of recreational golf apparently.
Okay.
Where he's a bit of a scientist, like he's a range rat. He's trying to figure out the mechanics of everything. And
Yeah.
then he spends most of his time on courses, like during tournaments and practice rounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, still, I want.
I know. He's played.
I'm interested to find out how
he's
many
pl-
rounds he's played.
He's played more tournament golf than I've played golf in
oh
my
yeah,
life.
oh yeah, and it just.
Yeah, and then
I mean, I don't have an ace.
another cool thing, like
Still.
Phil was in the group behind them, and so they all fucking stuffed it really close on 16. And Phil was in the group behind him and literally hit like almost an identical shot to Bryson and just had like a ball in on 16. It was an exciting part of Thursday.
Thursday was cool. Thursday was our only day of semi-firm and sunny conditions, and
Yeah.
that was the Augusta that you kind of,
Yeah,
I
it was tough
personally
for
was
that
hoping to
Thursday.
see for the entire week.
Absolutely. I mean, and then Bryson followed that up on 18 with that crazy shot everyone was talking about. He was 196 out in the left rough, hit a shot up, and it rolled up.
That
with
would have been the
quite
back
a,
rough.
quite a bit of pace and hit the pin and was really close. But
It was like your putt today, Jimmy.
Went in. Fucking
yeah,
went
man.
right in. Dead
There
nuts
was
center of
also
the
one
cup.
other thing on Thursday, and it goes back to the boy Jay Day getting a little massage chiropractic, some moves on hole 2.
True to J-Day form.
I get that his back hurts. I feel like
I'm
that's
just
a little
surprised he doesn't have.
dramatic.
Why is he not one of the guys that has the Massage Envy sponsorship? Like
That or just
he
get
should
it
be out
fused
there.
together. Jesus, you might start winning.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but it seems like Jason Day definitely needs surgery.
Poulter's
or
doing. What was the
ice.
Cool sculpting.
cool sculpting?
Yeah, J-Day's got to get cool sculpted back in the shape.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like he has some back issues and he may need surgery or something because it's been a lingering problem for him. But
So
Yeah, it's
dad
just
weight.
nuts. I'm not a doctor. I'm not like
Yeah.
a guy who knows the human body too well. But like, if you're hurting yourself bending down to kiss your child, but you're swinging a club head like 127 miles an hour, like how are those two things not in contradiction to one another?
Right.
Not to like, I
Over and over
don't think
and
he's,
over
I don't think
again.
he's lying about his back being in pain.
No, but I think he picks up his daughter less than he swings the golf club.
I mean,
So-
I get what that says, and
To-
you're
to
and
your-
you're probably
to your
right,
point.
and you're probably right because at the end of the day, like you're probably picking up your daughter, even if you are picking her up a lot, like maybe a dozen times.
Nowhere near as much as the club. So
but it
what's the
does.
deal,
It
dude?
it has
What's
the feeling
going
that you're
on?
saying like this dude doesn't love his daughter.
That, or maybe he just I don't know. No, I'm not saying he doesn't love his daughter. JD probably loves his daughter a whole lot. I could only imagine. But
Let me get this thing straight,
Yeah.
guys. I think he
Lift,
loves his
clean, and
daughter.
place
Pretty
your
sure.
take on Jay Day.
Back to back.
oh,
weeks.
I do
Yeah.
have a lift clean in place that I want to talk about, and I don't know if I talked about. I mean, I know I talked about the mole being. I called him a dark horse, not at all. But I had it backwards. I thought that Tony Finau was going to choke, and the mole was going to be ice cold.
Okay.
And-
Yeah, I want formal apologies
Yeah.
about Tony Finau right now
First off,
from both of
you
you.
can go
Tony-
back and
Tony-
listen.
Tony
I
did
didn't.
get a little
I just
shaky
said
at
that
the
Tony.
end.
I just said that Tony Finau wasn't playing as good as he was last year.
But it was in perfect parody to
wasn't.
saying that like
but-
Bryson was going to get it
Look,
done,
I'll-
and Bryson faded, and Tony came through.
No,
Yeah,
I'll give it.
sure.
I'll give it to him. Tony Finau played some badass golf today, and I thought the mole, like we were talking
Tony
about, was
Finau
going to
played
be the
badass
fucking-
golf
I mean,
pretty much all
all
week.
week.
Yeah.
I thought the mole was going to be Iceman like he was the last 3 days, and then, like we said, not to.
We've got
preach on
plenty to
Sunday
talk
too
about the
much.
mole, but I will say that Tony
Poor
Finau
guy.
tied
Broke.
tied Augusta record and tied the front nine record in the same round
Tony Finau didn't shoot 9 under. He shot.
on Thursday. Wasn't it?
No,
wasn't it
Thursday?
Cantlay, Webb Simpson?
Are you talking
Tony
about?
shot
Tony
a
Finau.
64.
You're talking about-
he
you're
shot a
talking about
64
Saturday,
on round
yesterday?
3.
Yeah, what did I say?
They were 8 under. 9 under's
He
the
shot a
record at Augusta.
64.
And then, yeah, he shot 8 under. Hold on, I got it right here.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah. Finau, Cantley, and Simpson shot 8 under 64s on Saturday.
Yeah.
And he tied the
Front
front
nine
nine
record.
for at 30.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So he
Neat.
didn't set a new record. He tied the record on the front 9.
Neat.
Neat.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, then a lift clean in place for just earlier in this podcast.
Whoops.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, I mean, at the end of Thursday, it was the boy Brooks and Bryson.
What a
They were the
fucking beast.
co-leaders at 6 under.
Fucking
And then
66 on
Phil
day
was
one.
one back.
Well, I guess we can say that we shouldn't have worried about him losing the weight.
No, he's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
fine.
I was asking like,
He's a
does
fucking
the
ham.
weight mess with him? And I mean, he was even saying in his interviews that like he shouldn't have done it, but clearly, man, I mean, he could be completely emaciated to 105 pounds, and if it's a major,
If
Brooks
it's a
will find a way
major.
to get it out there.
I think it totally has to do with concentration and like
the
wanting
pressure. He likes that crunch time.
How
dude.
nuts is that though? Where he just doesn't care enough.
Yeah,
you,
throughout
you,
the
you
season,
give him
he's
you give him the players the deepest
MLB doing it.
purse on tour, and you're just like, nah.
I think I don't know where I heard it, but it was somewhere on the Golf Channel or during the Masters broadcast or something like that. And they were talking about, or he was talking about how he during normal tournaments he'll just like, I don't know if he's bored or whatever, like he'll have a shot that he may not necessarily should go for, but he just goes for it. Like this isn't the best idea, but I think I can do it, and I'm just going to go for it anyways. So like he gets himself into trouble in regular tournaments where
maybe he has a bigger chew in.
Well, in
like the regular tournaments.
in
and
majors,
just way chilled
he's more
out.
calculated and plays a smarter game, I think. And if he did that during regular tournaments, I think he'd be in the mix a lot more. But I think he just,
I think it's safe to say he didn't even have his A game this week.
oh no, he had his A game on Thursday.
Thursday for sure.
And
Yeah.
Thursday for sure. Saturday a little bit.
They ended 6 under on Thursday, right?
yeah, him and Bryson were 6
Yeah,
under.
and that was the lowest you could go on
and
Thursday.
that's pretty much half of what won. Like
Yeah,
6.5.
that's what I'm
would be half
saying.
of 13. Like
Yeah,
he-
holding up. In the
Brooks
beginning.
Brooks could have run away with this tournament, but he, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday was kind of stagnant
Who has the highest? Who has the highest ceiling
in golf.
right now in golf? Not like in the history of golf, but like right now, the people that are playing right now and what we've seen from them. Who has the highest ceiling in golf? I think there's 5 guys in the discussion.
I mean, Brooks is obviously in the discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
DJ
DJ's
is
gotta
obviously
be
Yep.
in the
there.
After
discussion.
Mexico. Yeah.
Mole, dude. I want to throw him in.
I think
But-
Mole's
but-
strength is that he's so consistent. Not that he
Yeah.
can go.
Yeah,
he's not.
We're talking about
Okay,
ceiling.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like
I got you.
all cylinders
I
firing.
think
perfect.
John Rahm.
John Rahm
If
has a high
he
ceiling.
if
probably.
he is feeling himself throughout the year, just
I mean,
on it.
Are we gonna say Tiger? Do I have to
oh
be
well,
the one to say
that
that?
was I
Were
thought
y'all
that was
wanting
kind of
me-
left out.
Were y'all wanting me to say that?
I thought that was kind of left out. Just basically, I think he made it. Wanted you to say it.
Well, you got to think about it now, right? You got to think about.
I want to say Ricky, but
I think Jason Day too. I'm feeling good.
I
feeling
don't
good.
agree with that.
Day.
I
So
think
it's so
he's
in my
got
head.
more in him.
JT
If
too.
we said, I think if we said 5 in my head right now,
Mm-hmm.
I think DJ, I think Rory,
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
Rory.
JT, I think Tiger,
Brooks.
and I think Brooks. I want to say Spieth too.
He's got a high
Because
ceiling.
the
but-
thing
but
is that he'll. There's a point where like.
he'll turn it around and start coming back and doing.
Yeah, but I get that we're talking right now, so maybe we'll take Spieth out for right now because he's not the same golfer he was in 2015. But there's just something about Spieth that it doesn't matter if he's in the shit. It doesn't matter if he's behind a trailer on a driving range. He will get it where he needs to get it to, and he'll get it done, man. Like he'll putt it from fucking who knows where over every ridge through every valley, and he'll.
Well, he's got the ability. Everybody knows he's got the ability. He's already proven he's got the ability. But right now, like everybody
Jordan
says,
Spieth
his
had a
mental
chance
is
to
not
set the
there.
record at the Masters in actually tough conditions on a Sunday last year. Like that's the Spieth that I'm talking about.
Yeah, but his mental is not.
Like he left 4 out
in
there and he
place.
could have shot the new Augusta record. So I feel like he's in that mix too. And not just take us too far down on a tangent, but just looking at Koepka this week, I'm just seeing like how many he left out there, how many he left short, how many putts he left
how
out
many
yesterday
putts
and today.
he missed by just RCH. I mean,
Like Koepka had a -20 out there that like should have happened that didn't happen.
yeah.
And that's to say like Tiger missed a bunch of short putts too, and Mole had a ridiculous collapse that we blame Spieth for as well for the Danny Willett win. Like there was a bunch of things that should have gone right for people that didn't, and we didn't see the best golf we could possibly see, but we saw the most entertaining golf we could possibly ask for this weekend.
Right. Because of the wet conditions.
And to get back to Friday.
Yeah, that's what I was about to get into. First off, fucking what's with all the goddamn camo on the golf course? You know,
I noticed that
there's
as well.
within multiple companies, Puma, Nike, Like
And the highlighter yellow.
Adidas. Like, what is with the camo?
You're either trying to not be seen or really be
Brooks
seen.
has the camo hats. Fucking Nike's making these shirts that are camo.
Were those not
like
flowers
subtle camo.
for Augusta? The Nike hats? Like they looked terrible, but
I
were they
thought
not
were
flowers?
camo, too. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I took it as camo. It
One
looked
thing I will
similar.
say is I liked Brooks' snakeskin shoes.
Oh,
Those were
today?
nasty. Hey, I think he had them on all week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wore
They
the
were
same shoes.
bad
every
to
week.
the fucking bone.
But yeah,
So,
I mean, there's a
I
lot.
like seeing laces.
Hey.
Yeah, I do too. But there's a lot of
Snakeskin.
camo out there, and I'm not a fan of it. I don't know why people are doing it. Like Ricky's wearing camo, it makes me want to vomit in my mouth. Like I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it.
I don't really have too many clothes takes. I don't really care what
Yeah, I
people
mean
look
it's
like.
unimportant. I
love
just
this
made a
camo
note of
koozie.
that because I don't know. I guess I was getting annoyed with it. Then on Friday we had the old security guard scandal with Tiger almost getting blown out of the tournament by a
I heard
security
that
guard.
he was an ex-soccer player.
Kicked Tiger's ankle, just fucked it up. Huh?
Yeah. Something triggered him.
He just couldn't
He went to slide tackle.
couldn't finish him off though.
No, he didn't get the ball.
Oh my gosh, this is a good one. So Jim Nance and Nick Faldo making fun of Cam Smith on Friday during the
What?
broadcast
I
for
missed
looking.
that.
Yeah, dude. Jim Nance and Faldo are talking about Cam Smith saying he looks like the young, or he looks so young. He looks like a drive, chip, and putt kid.
Did they
I missed
really
that.
say
I
that?
didn't see
100%.
that.
100%.
How many hours has Jim Nance had in the booth to
Enough
commentate
to go fucking
sports
crazy and talk
and,
shit.
and think that he could say something like that and be like, yeah, fine.
Both him and Faldo, they brought it up multiple
Yeah, but
times.
Faldo's an idiot.
Let's make it
Faldo
play.
quotes Imagine
Imagine
Dragons on the
bro.
final fairway of the
Fucking
Masters
hell.
for Patrick
But,
Reed.
Dude, they were
It is
talking about
Patty
Cam
Reed,
Smith
I mean,
saying he looks like a
corny
he
as
looks
it
like
is.
the Imagine
he's like
Dragons of
fucking-
golfers.
looks like a drive, chip, and putt kid. I was cracking up whenever they said that.
Jeez.
But he does. He looks really young. But yeah, they were.
I feel it.
They were going on about it. And
Dude,
I
the
was
worst thing
laughing.
about Saturday was the fucking conditions.
Saturday or Friday.
Saturday.
What, that little bit of rain?
The little bit of rain.
Either way,
It was coming down.
Friday
For one
Friday
group,
there was
or for,
5
like, the last
people
group.
tied for the lead, which was I don't know if it was a first for the Masters, but
No, it was. It was
Yeah.
the most people tied for a 54-hole lead ever in the history of the Masters.
36 hole.
No,
Also,
54.
The most people to
right?
qualify,
No,
huh?
It was Friday. The Mole was the solo leader on Saturday.
Oh, true.
But yeah, so it was Friday. And
Yeah,
there was
you're right,
five.
you're right,
There
you're
was
right.
5 at the lead. We had Jay Day, Brooks, Adam Scott, and freaking Louie. Louie fell off.
Can we talk about Adam Scott for a minute? Like, God, was he the? He was.
I don't mind Adam Scott. Like
No, he's
Adam's-
got a great
if I had to
swing,
Firstly-
pick, if
but
I had to pick an
he's just
Aussie,
milquetoast.
Jay Day,
He's just
or Adam
out
Scott,
there.
I'm picking Adam Scott
He's
every
just
single
there.
time.
Leishman,
He's just so
man.
boring.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I like.
I
Leash a
like
lot,
him. He's
too.
a nice guy.
Dude, if there's a if there's a single person that you want to come hang out tomorrow, it's Adam Scott.
What?
Dude, the dude
Are you
is.
fucking kidding me? He would just sit there.
Dude, if
He'd
I
be like,
could-
hey, bro, what do you want to do today? He's like, I don't know. What do you want to do?
dude, you don't
like,
know Adam Scott.
Fuck.
You
Either
don't know
way,
a damn
Is
thing
he a-
about Adam
is he a
Scott.
wild man? Am I missing something?
I brought up
Dude,
Adam
he
Scott.
rips on a surfboard. Dude, he's
Oh, that
sick.
is true. He surfs with Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
that's
regs.
true. I'll give him that. Maybe he's not that boring, but
Well, I brought up Adam Scott in the pre-Masters pod.
You did. I also brought up Cantlay.
can't lay
And
nothing
Tony
down.
Finau. I defended Tony Finau. Brought up Cantlay. Cantlay had the solo lead at one point today.
He did.
Yeah, and he gave it up quick.
I jokingly brought up Barn Rat.
Hey,
But
Barn
goddamn
Rat, let's
Barn
talk
Rat.
about the Barn Rat. We love you, bro. And if you need some knee braces or ankle support,
Yeah, we want to keep you upright, bud.
The
We
boy
can do
Shoffley
that.
had the low
We can
round
arrange that for
on
you.
Friday. He shot a 7 under 65.
I
put
like
him at-
Shoffler.
X gonna give it to you.
After a 1 over
cool
on
shirt,
Thursday, it put him right back in the mix, shooting that 7 under on Friday.
He's gonna be a fixture, man. He's young.
Oh, yeah.
He performed at Carnoustie. He's back now. I think he even said in his post-round interview that he told his caddy on the 18th fairway, he looked at him after all this and he was like, "We can win here." Like, and he's not wrong. He really can.
No, yeah.
He's a stud, man. He's honestly one of the best. He's one of the most well-rounded players out there. You know, I honestly think of him, like, if I thought about textbook golf, like, if I had to learn golf, it's him. Like, he does everything so mechanically perfect, and he's not very big, and that's why you see him, like...
Yeah, I was just going to say, he's a small guy. He's still got the distance.
Yeah, it's because he just does everything so efficiently.
Yeah.
I remember when he was at match play here the other week, and I was sitting there watching him hit balls in the range for, 25 minutes, just watching him just plot through all of his bag, and
Yeah.
it was just poetry in motion, man. Like,
No, and on the course, too, he's pretty stoic.
yeah, I mean, he reminds me of Ricky of how well composed he is.
Mm-hmm.
He just smiles more than Rick on the course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
And then Big Brooks, yeah.
Moving on to Saturday for a minute. Saturday was the big weather day.
Yeah, I mean, we got to experience the first ever major on TPC Augusta.
Yeah, it was playing a lot easier than you would have liked, and you made that apparent while watching it.
Hey, there were some difficulties, too, with the rain.
Yeah, I mean, you can't change the weather, so
The difficulty
We went
becomes your
round for
competitors and not the course, right?
Yeah,
So, like,
at
to
that
me,
point.
golf is you versus the course, not you versus the field.
Yeah.
And that's what it was on Saturday. It was you versus the field, which
Yeah.
is fine if you want to be a part of that. But that's what we get every fucking week on tour: is you versus the field,
but
not
that's
the
what
course.
we were talking about earlier. Is you're either going to get them playing against the course, and somebody's going to be excelling, pretty consistently throughout the days, or it's all going to get bunched up at the end because, they're competing against each other at this point. The course has made itself.
So
a little bit
I'll make a quick
opened
take.
up, for everybody.
I'll make a quick take about Saturday because I talked about it a bunch on Saturday, and you guys kind of wouldn't hear the end of it. And I just talked about it a bunch, but to boil it down, is like Augusta is such an intelligently designed and thoughtful course that does so much to make it, meaningful to play around it. Like, it demands the best out of the best players.
The way it was designed.
Yeah, so
dry.
like the genius behind Augusta is that it will hand you a par. If you're a great player, it's like, here's how you get a par. I'll give it to you. But if you want a birdie, it's going to be tougher. And if you don't get that birdie, you don't pull off these shots, you're gonna bogey. You're gonna double.
Yeah.
You may even triple, but we'll give you a par. And like, so they have fairways that slope the opposite direction of what you'd want to play. So they have a
yeah.
fairway where the ball's above your feet, but you want to hit a fade to get into this green. But the lie wants to send you a draw.
Yeah.
And it'll do that over and over. It's going to constantly play games with you. And that's
Yeah.
awesome about Augusta. And the zones that you have to land your ball on and the right green complexes is tiny. But when the conditions are soft and it's easy to hold greens and
Yeah,
doesn't
you
roll
stick
out,
around.
it doesn't play the way that they want it to play, and it's not interesting golf for me. Like, it's target golf again. It's every week on tour. Every week on tour, these players go to a course that's catered to them, the way that they play, and it doesn't actually test their golf.
All right.
And Augusta usually does that every year, and Saturday it didn't do that. And I think we didn't really see it Sunday either because they started early and they tried to avoid the weather, and it was perfect conditions pretty much again. But the pressure got to some people. But that's my take on Saturday and the course.
I think they were rolling. I mean, obviously
and
it was raining Saturday, and it didn't on today. But I think today it played a little bit more rolly. It was a little quicker and more dried out than yesterday for sure.
Yeah, it actually dried up a little bit toward the end of Saturday.
Right. Well, and yeah, it did. The sun came out. But yeah, no, I'll agree that it was definitely easier and stickier
I absolutely
all around the greens.
I absolutely agree with your take wholeheartedly. But one positive to take from that, which we talked about on Saturday, is that you've got a bunch of people bunched up at the top of the leaderboard. So yeah, it may not be the normal Augusta Masters you want or you're used to, but it made it interesting for Sunday.
It made it exciting, fun to watch.
Because there was a bunch of
good-
people bunched
yeah.
up, and you didn't really know who was going to come out on
Yeah,
top. And
even in the last 9 on Sunday, it was like people were just moving up and falling out, and it was like, holy shit, what's gonna happen?
yeah,
And
Yeah, I mean, guys,
Tiger
at the end of the day, Tiger won the Masters, so like I can't be too upset about it. But to me, the ends don't really justify the means. But I understand that Augusta National can't do anything about the weather when it's that crazy. Like,
Right.
for them to get it even playable, this morning
with the drainage and
yeah,
everything.
like
yeah, it's unbelievable.
hats off to all of the people that are a crew there that handle the course. Just everybody who's involved in making the Masters run and getting the course ready to play so soon on Sunday. Like, that's awesome. I loved having a morning Masters. We got to get a round of golf in. Like, that's great. Like,
Yeah, I guess if you can do Sunday at the Masters,
Early morning.
early
yeah.
morning every year, that would be awesome. We can get a round in afterwards.
That'd be
yeah,
sick.
that'd be sweet.
But yeah, I honestly thought on Saturday that the course record was in jeopardy. I mean, we had 3 8-unders, and then Finau had that 30 on the front, and I was like, oh fuck, Finau's about to set the course record right now.
Yeah, I'm really stoked that it didn't happen.
I am too. It would have been a big asterisk by it, you know. But I definitely think like and I do think the course record will be set. A new course record will be set. And I don't know when, but I hope it is when like the course has its teeth and is biting, you know.
I just want it to be Spieth.
I hope so too. I think Spieth deserves that record. Like, I still stand. Spieth's gonna have a closet full of green jackets, just like Tiger, just like Jack. I think he'll be right up there with them.
Mm-hmm.
He just needs to get over this fucking ravine he's in and get up on the fucking plateau or the mountain again, you know.
Yeah.
And it's not like he played awful. I think he got tied 21 or something. I don't know off the top of my head right now, but
I mean, yeah, it was his worst Master finish. So.
yeah, he shot 5 under for the tournament.
He didn't play awful Thursday. Thursday really hurt him. He shot 75 on Thursday.
It's not looking good. I mean,
And that's just a shit start.
I never doubted it, but a person could make an argument that he was close to missing the cut. Like,
Yeah.
Somewhat.
I never doubted it because he's my boy, and I believed that he could do it. But
I mean, I'll give him this right here. So he shot 75 on Thursday, right? If he'd have shot like he was doing Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, he shot 1 under. You know, he could have been
in the mix for sure,
up near
Thursday.
contention.
he shot the lowest back 9 of the entire tournament on Thursday, but his front 9 was so bad.
Right, yeah.
Also, why
I mean,
don't they
it's
say
just-
back 9? Did you guys notice that they kept saying second 9 on
Really?
the
I didn't
broadcast?
notice that.
You'd even hear them say second 9.
Probably because they split it up.
Today they did dual, like people started on 10.
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
why.
that's why they were saying
They don't
that.
want to call it the back 9 because the
No,
front 9
they've been doing that since Thursday.
Really? I
Yeah,
hadn't
Really?
noticed
They
that.
kept saying second 9 and not.
I don't know. It's like, why
What
are
did
they
I-
going to
yeah.
tied during match play instead of all square?
I heard him kept
You know?
saying miscue over and over. That's a fucking weird word. What did y'all hear? What was the word y'all hear? Prowler.
Tiger prowling.
Yeah, but that was
Prowling.
just one guy.
Yeah.
That was just one guy that just kept
also
using
a
that
common,
pun.
That's also a common phrase they use for Tiger.
Guys, we didn't hear Gary
he's a
McCord
Tiger.
once this Masters. That's why this might be the greatest Masters. I didn't hear a
gonna say,
single
thank God.
Gary McCord word.
But we didn't get to hear Johnny Miller talk about Saturday.
We wouldn't have
and-
anyway because he doesn't work for CBS. He works for NBC.
True. But it would have been nice to hear his take on Saturday.
I didn't even think about it, guys. That's why I was so high spirits today too. I didn't have to listen to Gary McCord.
We're all lucky.
Blessed. Hashtag blessed.
Yeah, no, jumping around. Bryson's hole-in-one, that was so fun to watch.
Yeah, and it's awesome that his first hole
Seeing
in one was
him.
at Augusta. You know, what better place to have your very first hole in one?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sure it kind
He's
of
on
put
16,
put,
right?
You know,
I mean, what a great consolation for just completely fading away.
yeah, that's what I was pretty much getting at. Like he had the lead on Thursday and kind of
Yeah.
let it on Friday, fucked it up.
Just
and
go home with something.
Couldn't
in your
really
pocket.
couldn't really get back into the mix after that. But you know, he got a little bit of something on Sunday.
Yeah, a
with
little
hole in
chair
one.
on top of the shit Sunday of his Masters showing.
Yeah. But yeah,
But-
that was definitely cool.
Hey, it at least validates that the kid can play, and he has the potential to shoot low out there. So I think it's the same thing as Schauffele with his caddy on 18. Is like, we can win here. I think Bryson can win there. Will he anytime soon? I don't know, but he can.
Yeah.
And there's just some guys where you think they can't. And for a long time, I thought DJ couldn't. And he teed second, and I don't think anyone really knows that he did that.
No, they did.
Like
they
nobody
don't.
thinks about DJ at the Masters, and he just teed second.
He popped in there.
I'll tell you
I mean,
right
he
now,
wasn't- he wouldn't
2
really-
years ago, whenever DJ hurt his back, I thought he was going to win the Masters. He was coming off a 3-win streak. Like, it was.
I never
like,
thought that.
I
after
absolutely
2015.
did.
Yeah, but I mean, the DJ that you look at isn't the DJ that everybody looks at.
No,
like
I know,
you just
I
see
know.
see a different guy.
Just a choke.
But if we're-
I followed
he's
DJ like
fucking
a couple weeks.
amazing golfer.
I followed DJ a couple weeks that year. A couple weeks, I followed his whole round at match play, and he won it. He won match play that year, and I don't know. He was making golf look way too easy. Like it was just coming so easily for him, and
He's that kind of guy too. I mean, DJ's not going to show you emotion on the course. He's going to be cool, calm, just playing golf.
Yeah, and
all day.
And I mean, there's something to be said winning 3 tournaments back to back. You know,
Oh,
Yeah.
he's fantastic.
I think that
golfer.
demeanor is what makes him so good, though. Is that like he's not gonna claw himself out of like a bad week, but if he's cool and chill and he's in the right zone, and like it's just gonna stay amazing.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
the entire
yeah, and look
time.
at his scores: 68, 70, 70, 68. Took second. It's steady.
yeah.
Just cruising, playing golf, being DJ.
Yeah.
Rode him into second place
he
with
went
nobody
two
noticing.
-4s and 2 -2s.
I
Like
mean, shit.
he just autopiloted to a T2.
I mean, we
he's-
talked about Bryson's ace, and another boy JT had an ace on 16 as well today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, there was 2 aces on 16 today. That was tight.
Yeah.
Who was
I like
that
seeing
that put
JT
it-
play well.
Somebody put it. Was it? Who was he playing with today? I don't even remember.
He was playing with Phil.
Was he?
Yeah, he
Phil
was-
and who else? No. Who was the third? Was it? It wasn't Rory, was it? Somebody put
no,
it.
it wasn't
somebody
Rory.
put it
Rory
like.
was way down the leaderboard.
Somebody put it like 2 inches from the cup, and
Was it?
It
Was
might
it
have been
Louis?
Phil.
Was it Louis? Or was Louis playing with DJ?
I don't
I don't
remember.
know. Someone can look it
I'm
up
lost
if you
on
care
that.
that much about it.
No, but somebody had put it like 2 inches from the cup, and everybody's freaking out, and then it was just cool because he just snuck it right in.
He was
and
definitely-
put it in
Have
the
we
hole.
got? Did we get through Saturday? Can we start talking about other things?
Can we
Yeah,
talk about
yeah, we're
Sunday?
through
Can
Saturday.
we talk
I mean, the
about
mole
fucking
had
Webb
the
Simpson?
The mole had the solo lead after Saturday. He was
Yeah.
13 under.
He was just being normal mole. The
Yeah.
first 3 days he was being normal mole.
and he was ice cold.
And then he broke.
Yeah.
He
Something
broke.
fucking
It
happened to him on the
hurt
back
so
nine
bad
at
to see
Augusta
that.
on Sunday.
it might have been
It
just
hurt
tiger,
so
the
bad.
Tiger effect. Like he, started.
Did
I
we-
thought
we think
Finau
that was it,
was gonna
though?
do. I think so.
What?
I
Do you
mean, you're
think it-
looking at Tiger Woods coming into the back nine
But
at
he did it at
Augusta,
Carnoustie.
feeling good.
But he
did
did it
do
at
it at-
Carnoustie.
He did do it at Carnoustie.
Yeah.
So what happened to the mole? I want the deep
broke-
dive
he
interview that
broke
mole
down.
deserves.
He broke down hard.
There needs to be research done about this because it's an
Started-
anomaly.
All
And-
I
well-
know is whenever he hit the tree
He gave up.
and went into the water on 15,
12.
it was on 12.
No, that the hitting the tree in the water was on 15, but he
Yeah.
also went in the water on 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the par 3. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about
yeah,
the par
that
5.
one. That one ended it.
That blew my mind that he hit.
But that wasn't
tree.
his fault.
I
That
couldn't
was
believe he hit the
like it was
tree
his
either.
fault because he hit the shot. But I
Why
mean, in the
was he
sense like
going high is
I think
what
it
I
went in the
was
water
wondering.
because he hit the tree.
Oh,
I said the same
absolutely.
thing though. Right when he
Like-
hit, it, I was like, "Why is it going so high?"
I get you got to get the ball
Yeah.
up and get out, but why so high?
Jimmy,
Why-
it was a
yeah.
miscue, man.
That's what it was. Fucking hell. No, but yeah, it's like right after that, dude started hitting it with the back of his putter to put in, a couple feet.
Yeah, he stopped giving a
this,
fuck
I
after
don't give a
that.
shit about
He hit him with his
that.
wedge. He just
Yeah,
was like
he took
tapping him with his wedge.
Tink. Did not care.
Hey, but props to that. He's like, I'm out of this major.
Did not
Fuck it.
care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
No.
Yeah, we also had today Brooks, Finau, and the Mole all hit
Into
in
the water.
the water on 12.
And
Which
Poulter.
pretty much
4 out of 5 people
Sweaty
that
tits
teed off.
Poulter.
4 out of 5 people that teed off from the last 2 groups at 12 hit it in the fucking water.
And
I couldn't believe that.
Definitely had a big role into how the tournament
How,
played
couldn't
out.
think of
believe
Tiger.
that.
Like he's at that tee
You know
box.
what it was?
He hits it first.
You know what it was? It was Webb Simpson.
Icing people.
Yes, icing and in that yellow piss shirt.
Yeah. Webb need to go
Just-
faster.
Yeah, he was taking too long over putts.
Too much wine.
Taking forever.
Yeah,
And then missing it.
He was the JB Holmes of Sunday.
Believe it.
I'm sure JB Holmes was playing slow if he even made the cut. I don't
He
even
did.
know.
Saw
I
him
think he
sitting
did.
back there going like.
I'm sure JB Holmes was playing slow as fuck, but Webb Simpson was embracing the Holmes, no doubt.
Oh my God, guys! I just looked it up. JB Holmes shot a final round 80. He didn't break 80.
Oh my gosh.
Boy,
That's what he deserves.
maybe he was playing quick.
He tried speeding up because of the incoming weather.
See what
And he
happens,
shot-
guys? You fucking see what happens? Shot fucking 80 today.
So who flew under the radar this week that you just thought was going to do great but just didn't get it done?
Oh, I'm gonna have to scroll to the bottom of my
I mean,
list.
that was kind of
Henrik Stenson.
It was
Tied
kind of
36.
worded weird.
I mean, were you thinking Stenson was going to go low this week?
I thought he was
brought
gonna be
Stenson
decent.
up.
Yeah, but I thought it was weird that you
Tommy
brought Stenson up.
Fleetwood.
We looked at his record.
36.
That's what I was going to say, Tommy.
I thought Fleetwood was gonna do better.
Yeah,
Um.
I thought Fleetwood was going to go low.
Who did I think? Oh, Corey Connors after Thursday.
Guys, what happened to fucking Hoffman Thursday? Where was he?
Oh, dude.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping because I
He
had
shit
I had
the
money
bed.
on Hoffman. Just
My
the
vape
fuck
brother,
of it.
my vape brother Barnrat. He had a good day Thursday, good day Friday, and then, like we said, his knees buckled.
he actually,
he wasn't the same after that fall.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. If
That was his Vietnam.
if the people out there haven't seen it, you need to go and look it up online. Barnrat
He's tied, but
Barnrat
Yeah, it's enough. It was close
takes a tumble. He hits a superb iron shot out of the rough,
No, beautiful.
That was a
fucking
great
draw
shot.
out.
but
fully
he-
committed.
He collapses on top of himself, and it's one of the most glorious things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Shout out to Chucky 3 Sticks.
Did he even finish? I have no idea.
I didn't see that
T32,
either.
but he came into the
Oh.
clubhouse on what was it? On Thursday? Or no, on Friday, which is a super low round, which was sick. But he just shot a third round when it was soft conditions of a 76.
So,
four over
I've
isn't
got
acceptable.
I've
in
got
these
3
conditions.
for you that blew my mind. So we got Paul Casey, fucking Serge, and Justin Rose. All cut.
Yeah, I mean Justin Rose missing
Justin
the
Rose
cut.
missing the cut is insane.
That's surprising.
Blew. Yeah.
I think it's time for him to leave Hanma.
Serge,
he's done. He's
I
done.
get-
He's done with the
yeah,
mole badger.
I get Serge because he's hot
Serge
or
hasn't
cold.
made a
You-
cut at
you
a
don't-
major
yeah.
since he won the Masters.
But he won the Masters as well.
I could have
mean,
called that. I mean, so did Patrick Reed.
And then
Danny
Paul
Willett.
Casey. Yeah, he was. I didn't
No,
think
Danny.
he was gonna be
Paul
totally
Casey usually
fucked.
plays fantastic at the
Yeah.
Masters. Like fantastic. Something I don't know what happened to him. Something is in his head. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. He's usually so consistent.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Consistent. But as far as people that were quiet that I really was expecting a lot from this week, I thought Phil was going to do a lot better than he did.
He had a great start to the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, for how much fire he was spilling
After-
on Kuchar's
yeah.
face, I thought he was going to go low.
It's kind of ironic that after he did that, he didn't play very well though.
Actually, yeah, Kuchar kind of just fucking stomped on him that day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Phil was going to go lower. I think obviously from my take on Monday or
Alex
Tuesday,
Noren,
whenever it was
too.
released, I thought Rory was going to go lower.
Second.
I mean, Spieth could have had 2 broken legs. I still would have thought he would have made T10.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Spieth missed a 2-footer on 6 today. I made a note of that, and I said Jordan missing a 2-footer on 6. ... Does he have the yips? I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, something's up with him, and I don't like it. We don't have to go back into
Yeah,
Jordan.
no, he's got
but
the bug.
he's got something
the
up
bug.
with him.
People I didn't expect. Webb Simpson, I didn't expect to be up in the top.
No, and he's freaking.
I think
his
it's a
name-
testament to the conditions, though, man.
Justin Harding, didn't expect him to be up in the top.
Shout out to Victor Hovland, low AM.
Yeah.
Kid killed it.
Congrats.
I mean, he shot even par the first day, and then he shot 71, 71, 71. So
Yeah, he's a baller. He's going to be a baller, no doubt.
I liked Kisner. He didn't do great. Tied for 21st. I thought he was going to do better, but I mean,
yeah, it's weird. He
did all right.
shot 3 under the first round, and then
Yeah.
he shot 1 over and then even par on Saturday.
2 under.
But I think it was too wet for him, man. It's just his ball's not going to roll out. He's not going to get the
didn't
distance
get that
he
distance
needs.
he was hoping for.
And he's a great putter, so he's going to make up whenever he miscues on greens.
Thunder Bear.
Thunder Bear. What a
Thunder
name,
Bear.
dude.
Guys,
Thor Bjorn. Thunder Bear.
T58, the boy, ZJ.
Oh, double dink.
Oh, the fucking
Double dink.
the whiff and a hit.
What a jackass.
That was quite the scene.
Dude, that day was just crazy.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff that happened that day was nuts. Slide tackles, just dinks and falls, like
And the-
Rom's shank.
Yeah, Rom Shank.
God, that was glorious.
I'm surprised he
There's a
didn't
lot of weird shit
murder
going on.
someone after that.
Yeah.
Rory hit into the cup holder of a golf cart.
Yeah.
What?
You didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
You
no.
didn't
got-
I
he
think
got a-
you just left for work.
He got a hole in one, man.
He fucking popped one out into the pine straw, dinked around a little bit, and ended up popping up. Like there's the center console of those new carts, and then there's 2 drink holders, and he was like right up there, in between the drinks.
Yeah, either like in the little like glove box thing or
Yeah.
like in the cup holder.
So did he get a free relief or what? How did that work?
Well, they drove it close to the hole first.
Yeah, he said, "No, I need you to move this submerge up."
The ball's still in motion.
Would that be legal?
No, it would be.
You sure?
I'm surprised there
But
was
you
a
have to
golf
go-
cart out
2019,
there.
man, you never know.
Shit's changing.
These rules are
Shit is
changing.
changing. I mean, pin in, pin
That,
out.
I mean,
Who knows?
Zach Johnson got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't penalize him for it?
No, in the new rules,
in
it's
2018 that
unintentional.
would have
Oh,
the
really?
2018 that would have been one. He hit it when he didn't mean to hit it, which is a penalty, and then he hit it, which would have been another penalty, and then he would have played it. So he would have been hitting like 3 or 4 off the tee right there, and he would have had to hit it like off the ground right there, like awkwardly on the edge of the tee box. He would have tripled.
Did
at
we
least.
find out if he did it twice?
So yeah, Billy Horschel had a tweet that was saying that like CBS needed to get their broadcast because there was a Groundhog's Day moment that ZJ did it again.
Oh, okay. So he did not.
He might have.
He might have.
We don't know. Oh, fuck. Did Billy Ho tell the truth, or is this truthful?
Or is
we
it just
don't
like
know.
a joke? Yeah, we don't know. But we weren't there.
But I like to think it did happen again.
And with the track feature, you would wish it'd be there, but since it was a practice routine, then they just cut it out. and plus, they're trying
Billy
to hide
Horschel put that.
it. Yeah.
Okay. I retweeted that.
But that was just incredible.
I still wonder.
Like,
Twice. Could you imagine twice in the fucking Masters dinking it off of a practice shot?
No, I can't.
Even once.
I've done
It's
it
like
before,
shame. Yeah.
but it's been with irons.
When
I don't think
was
I've
in-
ever done it with
in
a driver.
child.
yeah.
I've done it with the irons because I mean I do my pre-shot like practice.
I mean,
like,
really,
get good tempo.
You've got to step back 1 inch.
Yeah, I mean, he just
Two for safe.
He had a
measure.
recreational
Real
golfer
safe
moment.
measure.
He
Yeah.
definitely did.
Jeez.
And it's nice. You get to see yourself and him
Sorry
for a little
to
bit.
shitting on him so
But
much.
you guys know who the
Happens.
true MVP of the Masters was?
Talk about it.
CBD oil.
Yeah,
CBD,
gum
baby.
and oil and just
Man, that Sketchy
And then
Phil. I
fucking-
think Sketchy Phil is the new filthy
loved it.
Phil with the
Dude.
PH.
filthy.
Fucking PH filthy
Yeah,
Phil.
like
Dude.
if he just did it normally, nobody would have thought anything of it. But he just like was like crouched down, hiding behind his bag,
Yeah,
like
like,
slowly
looking
doing
each
like an
way.
eyedropper into his
Yeah.
mouth. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why didn't
Oh,
you
he's
just like
doing
own it?
CBD,
Yeah,
my man.
looking like
Yeah.
a dog who just did something wrong.
And then we assume the word on the street is that Tiger's gum chewing is CBD gum.
It
as
is.
well.
Yeah, I don't know where
100%.
that came from, but
Replaces
it's the word
it
on the street, no
what
doubt.
Was it? Every 6 holes he replaces
We're
it.
prefacing this by saying that we don't know, but
We're pretty
we kinda
damn
know.
sure. Calming the nerves.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen Tiger chew gum like that before in any tournament. I haven't. Maybe he has. I'm not a veteran in the game as far as Tiger's golf rounds go back in the early 2000s or
Or
anything.
I mean, he
but
kept his cool, man. He kept his cool, and that's either the CBD oil or that's
The
just
many
the
years of
new
golf.
Yeah, or it's just the new Tiger, man.
It's CBD.
And he's happier and healthier out there,
Look,
and he's stoked about it. And,
CBD oil won the Masters.
all right, I mean, let's take the green jacket from him and put it onto just a
John Daly.
a nice plant of cannabis.
And they
Um,
won't let the
Daly's
boy
back
John
there.
Daly fucking drink on the course, but they let the fucking boys Tiger and Phil.
whatever, dude.
CBD.
He's out there hawking his merch out in Augusta.
CBD.
He can do his thing at Hooters.
He
But
makes good money too. For him, No, not professional golfer.
I mean,
money.
he plays Champions Tour still.
He
I think
still
too.
has a decent little life.
I wonder about Little John. You
Enough
think
to buy
he's going to be a
Dr.
baller,
Peppers.
like coming up through college or anything
It's
like
too,
that?
too early to tell.
Little John
Yeah.
and the Yin Yangs.
I don't know. That was a really random thing to say. it came
Hey
in
man,
my
that's what
head.
this is what a
Yeah.
podcast for. We can go down some rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Dude, what's the deal with Tiger? Like, if ZJ, he hit some wood off of his tee shot at 13, and so did Tiger on Saturday. Terrible segue, but like that thing was far left, and it just ended up in the rough. Like it was a real match play moment again. Like at the match play when we were here, Tiger blew one right on 16, like fucking airmailed it
16
right.
at ACC for those of you that
Yeah,
don't know what I'm
and
talking
like
about.
this thing was out in the woods for probably, like 3 full seconds, and then it just like somehow hobbles back into the fairway.
It was
Fans.
That gallery.
It's fans.
That gallery push.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
a little foot slide.
Yeah, it was suspicious.
Toe knock.
And granted, there's no gallery on the left side of 13 out there, but it's Augusta. Like they
They
probably.
have those people that pop up out of nowhere.
dude,
it might have
the
been
members.
a little gremlins.
Yeah, dude, they've
Grammys.
they've got something going on because like the camera also like when you go back and look at the track feature, like the clip of that shot is like kind of messed up a little bit. Like it's kind of like I don't want to put
Illuminati.
I don't want to put
fucking Illuminati.
I don't want to put on my tinfoil hat like too early in the podcast days, but like that was suspicious.
Yeah,
And-
I don't know.
Yeah, quite.
I don't know.
Whatever. Good breaks happen to people that win. Like
Yeah, it happens to most winners. They
can you
get
do?
they
What
catch
can you
some good
say?
breaks for sure.
Yeah. I will say though, like Tiger didn't catch a good break like today. Like he played nails
But
golf.
damn, Thursday and Friday he did. I'll give Dave that. He was left and right across the whole fucking course. Well, I guess Thursday.
And I mean,
Maybe not so much
me
Friday.
being me, not the like huge Tiger fan like everyone else. Like he was pulling off some really good shots out of the trees, but
He
he
was saving
was
his
also
ass.
getting some good breaks.
He had to take his medicine plenty of times.
It's because of the CBD.
I mean, he had to punch out today. He had to punch out today on 10. That cost him a stroke. When Brooks airmailed it even further right, and he
Airmail.
somehow
That's- they fucking. Yeah, sorry.
he hit it even further right and somehow had a shot in, which made no sense to me because he carried it like to the hazard. But whatever. The broadcast can sometimes play tricks on you, but
I'll say Mole shot out of the bunker. Was that yesterday? Saturday?
yeah, 18.
Oh my gosh.
That was the most
Fantastic
clutch
shot.
ever.
Fantastic shot. Had the lip of the bunker staring him just almost to his
Yeah,
height.
ball was below his feet.
Below his feet.
Just
Ugh.
incredible bunker shot.
Put it right there.
Like if there was any like this was back when he had only
Fucking
bogeyed once for the
lights
entire
out.
tournament, and we were thinking like, oh, he's got a bogey. Here.
Yeah.
like he's got to drop a shot going into Sunday.
Yeah, 50 when he was a 54-hole leader, he had one bogey.
One
on
bogey.
Thursday at 11.
Through
Yeah.
50 holes, he had
54.
54
Yeah.
holes.
Yeah, and whatever the crazy stat was from Justin Ray on Twitter about like he had been through when he made when he had made the post.
Bogeys.
Yeah, when he made the post, it was 163, and he still went on to do like 8 more holes without a bogey. So like, let's just cut it at like
170.
175. He did 175 holes without making a bogey in major championships, or he made 6 bogeys across those holes in major championships.
It's insane.
By that point, Rory had bogeyed like 14 times at Augusta.
Hey, he was playing lights out Saturday.
I mean, the whole
Lights
tournament
out.
until the back 9 today.
It was, yeah. I just like you're saying. I don't know what happened to him. He
I
just
think
broke.
I think the
He
moment
literally
just got
broke.
to him. I mean, I don't know how else to
Well,
describe
and we
it.
saw him progressively, just little bits at a time, getting like just worse and just worse. And instead of having a birdie opportunity, he was squeaking out par, and then all of a, and then it was like.
I mean, yeah, I thought he eventually did
Hit the
drop
water.
shots, but like for the first I thought he was going to drop a
12.
shot on one, and he didn't. Like he just made the putt. Like I
Dude.
thought he was just going to continue to just kill people's dreams.
Yeah. Well, and like we said at the beginning, we didn't think he was going to go. He wasn't going to recede at all. The only way to beat Mole was to catch up to him.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
But long
dude,
term,
right
this was
there,
best for Mole. One, he's not the villain that people would have made him. People don't
that's
hate
true.
Mole.
They would have fucking hated him.
Yeah, anyone who beat Tiger this week would have been enemy number 1.
to some people.
Everyone besides Dave. But I mean, if you lost at the Masters this week, you still fucking won because there's a new Tiger boom now, and all of their salaries are going up.
Oh, yeah.
All of the prize purses are going up. All the sponsorship dollars are going up.
Until he
Golf is
retires.
going to go through another boom because of Tiger, and then it's just going to gloriously collapse. Like golf is going to die when
Unless there's
when
some
Tiger
there's,
retires.
they need 2 young kids to be battling it out
Yeah,
constantly.
we thought that was the Spieth Rory thing.
Didn't happen.
It's
it was
never
for a
gonna
little
happen.
bit, but it's
No
not.
one's gonna meet Tiger, dude.
No.
He
they're
just
two-
won a
they're all-
major at
they're
43.
They're such buddies.
Never mind. I had a take I was gonna say, but I don't think it's worth saying.
Hey,
On air. He just pulled back a take on air.
platform
did.
open.
And it had nothing to do with Tiger. I'll preface that. Literally nothing to do with Tiger. But yeah,
Okay. All right.
it didn't. But yeah,
We
can
don't
get
want a
back-
relationship with secrets.
Yeah. We tell each other everything, Dave.
Okay, well, fucking, I'll bring it up.
Yeah, can of beans.
I was just gonna go
opened.
with some PC bullshit. I was gonna say like it's gonna take a gender fluid golfer to come out and be the next big
Oh
hot thing.
Jesus!
Yeah, so I didn't think that was really worth saying.
Yeah.
But now I said it and it's out there.
Yeah, maybe that'll be it.
Yeah. So see, it wasn't worth saying, was
But
it?
they would play in the. I mean, unless it's a.
I mean,
This is a touchy subject.
Yeah, we can back off of it. That's why I wasn't gonna say.
we're gonna keep getting more.
each his own.
We're gonna keep getting more and more people that we're not used to seeing win. Like if I can take that take and
Yeah.
kind of running in its own direction,
Yeah.
like we're gonna keep
Kinda
seeing
different.
amazing kids coming out from other places across the world and like bring new faces to golf. Like Sung J M. There's just so many kids that
I
just got
think-
off the web.com that are insane players from Korea
yeah.
that are just gonna fuck people up. Like these kids
I
are
hope
fucking
so.
insane.
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, there needs to be. I mean,
The
if
last,
for
what,
golf
few
for the
years,
good
there
of
really
golf,
hadn't
there
been.
needs to be an quote unquote new Tiger. Like,
Well, there needs to be a
as
young
he's fading
rivalry.
out. Yeah, like a Phil Tiger.
Yeah,
yeah.
there needs to be the young group that comes in and isn't all buddy with each other. That fucking competes heavy against each other.
I don't know.
I like
if there's
the
gonna
buddy.
be
That's
that.
cool, but
yeah.
But I like like
I think we're going to keep seeing more tournaments like this where there's going to be a bunch of really talented golfers with 4 or 5 guys in the mix. And it's not going to be a rivalry like it was for – because it really wasn't Tiger and Phil back then. It was more like Tiger and Ernie and Tiger and VJ. Because
well,
those were the guys
Tiger
that
and
were –
everybody else.
yeah, Tiger versus everybody.
Tiger was alone.
And
Alone
we're,
Tiger.
we're not going to get that again. I don't know if we – like I doubt that we will. I think –
It may not be a tiger,
It's not gonna
but
be
it
the same.
might be a wolf.
I was just thinking Matty Wolf's got a good chance of keeping me very like it.
It might be a wolf.
I'm
man.
interested in him playing golf and coming up.
But that's what
interested
made
right now,
today
but-
so special is that there won't be another Tiger, and we got to watch him win again, his 15th major. It's been 11 years since a major. It's been 14 since his last Masters. He's 43 years old. Like
the
his
man
kids
is
weren't
getting
even
it
his kids
done.
weren't even alive, or they were barely alive for
When
the
he-
last
yeah.
for the last time he won a major. And I don't think either of them were alive when he won the Masters.
No.
So, like, that's so earth shattering to me.
Yeah,
to
like his
think
kids
about.
are sitting there like,
mean-
Dad, you never actually won.
And then
Whatever. He's like, I'll prove it to you.
I mean, we all know my takes and everything like that, but it was there. It was definitely a special moment whenever he was walking off 18th green and he went up and hugged his children and stuff like that. Like, you know, whenever they showed him hugging his dad after he won in '97, and then showing him hug his children today, like it was definitely a good.
Yeah, it
a good
humanizes
moment.
him. Like
Yeah.
he's no longer this like public golf figure. Like he's just a human like anybody else. Like he won the '97 Masters with his dad there, and now he's a dad. Like that was a big storyline when he finished and he was talking about it.
Definitely.
Like, yeah, dude. Like Tiger's not perfect, but today was special, and I was rooting for Rory to do his slam, but that was a part of me that was just thinking that this was a fairy tale for me to think that this could happen, and I'm so stoked that this was the result.
Yeah, I called overconfident on Rory, for sure.
I mean, that tends to happen with betting favorites.
But
You know, like, they
it wasn't
usually
just the
don't
betting
come out.
favorite. I mean, he was just hot, He was on
He
it.
definitely was.
You
Hey,
know?
we get another year of watching Rory try to do the slam, which
Yeah.
is cool too.
No, and,
like
and hopefully he can carry that
better,
momentum
better,
that he
better.
had
Tiger
before.
wins while he's this age and he still like has the ability to do it. Then
Yeah.
Rory will have years and years and years to try to do the slam. So it's awesome that Tiger got to do it this year. Quick question for Dave though,
What was?
and I want you to think about this:
Okay.
Is Tiger overrated?
Damn.
In what regard?
Like you talk about how he's overhyped and the media and the entire world, all they think is Tiger. But is Tiger overrated?
I mean, I think there's two golfers that you can really say. No, I don't. I don't think he's overrated. I think he's overexposed
Fair.
via media, but I don't think he's overrated. I think there's two golfers that, you know, who's the best of all time? It's Jack or Tiger, and most people lean Tiger, but I don't think he's overrated. No,
All right.
I think he's overexposed.
I think
And
that's
and-
well thought out,
and
Yeah.
the way you explained it.
And I understand why he's overexposed. You know, it's dollar bills. Like, people know if they post something about Tiger, if they show Tiger, whether it's him talking to his caddy at the range, which irritates the fucking hell out of me. That's what the people want to see for the most part. It's not what I want to see, but it's what the majority of golf
It'd be
fans-
better if those slots of him at the range were replaced with Farmers Insurance commercials of Ricky. I think we can all agree on that.
I mean, okay,
was a
poke,
jab.
Let's poke fun at me.
That was a
That's
jab.
fine. That's all fine. That's fine. But
Hey, the boy Rick did not play bad today.
he doesn't ever play bad, bro.
The boy Rick did not play bad. The last 2 days he played well. He could have played better Thursday and Friday. He didn't play bad.
He got top 10 in another major.
He didn't
That's
play
what
bad,
he does, bro.
He played better on Saturday, Sunday.
Where is he at in the Sagrins? Fucking top 5?
Okay, well,
Probably.
you I mean, you're calling that he's going to win the Masters, and you do every year, so it's not really so much like as a call as like a prayer. But,
But I also put money on it and back it up. It's like I'm in full.
I mean,
full
I
boat.
put
yeah.
I put money on Hovland,
Oh, yeah.
so
bet on Hovland.
yeah.
what were his
Did
odds?
you really?
They were high. They were good odds.
80-1.
No,
90
way
to-
more than that. Like
Yeah.
maybe
100
250 or
oh,
300
really?
to 1. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I put like $5 on him. Because if I won, if it was 300 to 1,
Hell yeah.
what was that? $1,500.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's worth it.
And I just like, that's just me like, I know it goes to Vegas, but in my head, I'm like, this is just going to Hovland. Proceeds go to Hovland.
this, buddy. Take this.
But I mean, yeah, that was just like a fun little thing. But guys, Tiger won today, but the real winner,
it's all of us.
Monster Energy. Yeah.
You think
Oh,
Tigers ever drink
God.
a real Monster Energy ever?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably taking a sip. And
I
been
mean,
like,
he does
"Yeah, I'm not
weird
gonna
stuff
finish
though. Like
that."
off the course, he's a weird dude. But
Yeah, I can tell by his look when he
but
gets
how long
to the course.
like I don't know how long his Monster Energy contract goes for, but I mean, how bad does Gatorade want him back now?
I have no idea.
Because I mean, does Monster Energy become like the drink of all the youth now?
Yeah.
Or it's like
Already was.
it was.
Gatorade's lost. No, I'm just kidding.
You just
I
like
still
see all
drink
those kids that
Gatorades.
are like trying to be on Pop Warner football teams, and on the on the sidelines they have like the Gatorade little water coolers and stuff like that. It's just Monster Energy.
Yeah, and they're all just like dying of dehydration left and right.
All that taurine.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
Shit's horrible.
That's how
They love it.
it's just nuts to think like all the stuff that Tiger's been through and like the scandals and all like the self-inflicted just ridiculousness that is Tiger, and just the decisions that he's making. Like you're like, this isn't the Tiger that I remember. This isn't the Tiger from 02 and 3 and 4. The guy's got a Monster Energy golf bag. But he just won the Masters.
He's doing what he can with what he's got, man. He's like, dude, give me what you can give me right now. I gotta pay my ex-wife.
He doesn't need to. He's got more money than God, bro.
I know. He's fine.
Yeah, he doesn't need a Monster Energy sponsor.
I mean, have
He
you
just
seen his
does
boat?
it. Does it.
Slide it this way. We need a Monster Energy sponsor.
All right, you got any notes left? How are we going? How are we
No,
doing
I'm,
here?
I'm done on my notes.
Yeah,
I'm done on my notes.
I'm
man.
snapped too.
All right, final
covered.
conclusions.
happy as a motherfucker.
Y'all don't have any more to say about Tiger or anything like that? I thought it was going to be a lot more.
I've
Dude, it's like
the excitement.
it's one of those things that like
there.
it's hard. I know it's been a while, and I know it's already pretty late, and it finished early.
The moment speaks for itself, though.
I
think.
I just don't even think it's settled in yet for me. Like I throughout the day today, I've been like,
That's right.
Tiger won the
Holy
Masters.
shit. Wow.
Like I will say, like to end it on a positive note and to like foreshadow future events, like this is a great year for Tiger. Tiger won the
Confidence,
Masters,
yeah.
and every single the next
Mentally,
the next
this is
two
his year.
majors, the next two majors of this year, the PGA
Again.
and the US Open are at venues that he's won majors at. He won a US Open he won a US Open at Pebble and at Bethpage, and he's going back to both those venues. So it's a different Tiger, but
All the stars are aligned.
kind of
I mean,
yeah.
it's all right there for the taking.
He's already done the Tiger Slam, but
He's set up.
what if he
Yeah,
does the
it
Grand
kinda
Slam?
It killed Brooks's chance at a fucking
Hey, Grand too.
Grand
I mean,
Slam.
He's
but
also
he didn't even have two lined up to begin with.
he's also close to Jack.
He lost the Open, Dave. The PGA was after the U.S. Open. He didn't even have two in a row. He had two in the same year.
It went U.S. Open, PGA.
Yes.
Okay.
No, but it's all in the stars, man. It's lined up right there. I mean, if there's a time for him to
This was
squeeze
already the
through
pay. This is
and
already
knock out
this is already a
couple more
fantasy.
tournaments,
We're already living in a fantasy now, but just to even
I want
set
more.
to I know
Greedy. I'm greedy.
to set the sights even higher. Like
I want.
It's incredible.
I want 16 majors.
That's not enough to
That-
beat Jack, but
Or
that's fine with me. my
Where is
man.
he? where is he? Is he 17? What's the win there?
sold 16.
What's-
Sold at 16.
What's the win there?
I mean, 19 is what he needs to beat Jack.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought I'd
Jack
said
has
15.
18.
Maybe I'm thinking
Tiger has 15 now.
15 now. That's why I'm thinking that.
Yeah. I mean, the next one would be 16.
Okay, that's why I was thinking that. I was thinking Jack
And
has
he
15.
still,
he
I
needs
think-
still
16.
needs one more green jacket
Mixed up.
beside.
Yeah,
Jack
he's got
for
5.
green. Yeah, he's got 5. Jack has 6.
Bunch of 5s rolling around.
Yeah. This week was sick.
Fucking
Tiger winning
amazing.
was awesome.
Yeah, I mean the whole week, Masters week is always my favorite week of golf. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was always like a back of the mind, like, God, I hope. Like we were talking about in the first podcast, like, God, I hope he does it. That would be so cool to watch. And then Sunday rolls around.
I know. Can you believe that
thinking-
we're saying that
Yeah,
he won it?
You're thinking first thing Sunday morning, still just, damn, wouldn't that be great if he really pulled it through? And then the back nine shows up and you're like, dude, this could be awesome. And then the
Yeah,
the
y'all
fucking
were
water
dude,
shots.
tripping out.
The
dude,
water
sure.
shots. Dink, dink. And it was like, are you fucking kidding me? And then he had a little bit of competition right there coming into the back 3, and it was just like,
Yeah,
Whoa,
I
whoa.
wasn't celebrating until he had the 2-footer for his minus 13.
Uh-huh.
Hey, for his bogey on 18, I wasn't celebrating yet. But dude, I'm so
Yep.
I'm so thankful for today. I think last Monday me is so envious of me right now that's living in a world where Tiger has his 15th major. I'm so stoked to watch golf this year. This
Yep.
is
He
so
also
sick.
has 81 wins now.
He does have 81 wins.
81
He's still
wins.
behind Sam Snead. He needs 3 more to beat Sam Snead's 83 PGA Tour wins.
I think
But,
he's gonna do it this year. Maybe not this year, but
I mean-
the next 2 years. Well, who knows? Who even fucking knows, man? After today.
But the
who even knows?
better thing is that he's exempt for even longer on the majors now.
Yeah.
So he was no longer exempt through the U.S. Opens because his last U.S. Open win was in 2008 at Torrey Pines. So the
it's a
10-year
10-year,
exemption
yeah.
ended, but now he's exempt through like 2023 now. So
will someone before we end this podcast, let's look up the next little bit of tournaments and see maybe what tournament we're
next one we
gonna-
want to talk about.
yeah.
I have the
Like,
schedule
let
up
the
because I was
people-
looking at the prize purses. So after
Obviously,
after
we're
the
gonna
Masters,
do the PGA. And
well, of
next
course we're gonna cover Harbor Town. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have everything figured out for Harbor Town. Not to really talk
It's a
shit.
dope course,
It is
though.
actually a dope course. I don't really want to disparage Harbor
It
Town.
almost sucks that it follows the Masters.
That's how I feel about the John Deere, like being the precursor to the Open. Like the John Deere is a cool event,
Yeah.
especially when like the boy Spieth is fucking winning it and getting his career started.
Again.
The Zurich, the team challenge.
Fuck
The only
that.
reason that'll be. Never mind. I'm not gonna go into it.
We're not gonna cover that.
I'll be excited for Byron Nelson because I like Trinity Forest. I like
Byron
that course a
Nelson's
lot.
fun-
Yeah. Is that the
fun,
one that they redid up in?
Yeah, they
Up in
did a new
Fort Worth?
course.
Yeah,
It's not the same
that
course
is a
anymore.
cool course.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
That's a fun tournament too.
And then the Byron Nelson is
family
right before the PGA. So maybe the next thing that we cover is at Byron Nelson, and then we'll also kind of start getting ready for the PGA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the PGA is at
Bethpage.
Bethpage
Yeah.
Black.
Yep. Which will be
Hell
cool
yeah.
too.
That's gonna be fun.
That's a great course.
Yeah. I mean,
Why?
it's with everything being kind of compressed now with the PGA coming in between the Masters and the US Open, we've got just nonstop action for a while, which is really sick.
That's good.
Yeah.
So we're probably
structured
gonna
the
get back
season
to you
better.
guys either around
A few weeks, give or take a week.
a little Texas swing back in the Lone Star State, Byron Nelson or Trinity Forest, somewhere around there.
Same thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Stoked.
All right.
Dope times.
Appreciate you
dope
guys.
Place. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Can
If
you
y'all
guys
have anything you want
fucking-
covered, comment.
Yeah, let us know. Fucking hit that like and subscribe button. Drop a Doug on them, folks.
Do it.
Sweet.
Cool, boys.